We're awake, we're alive, got the fire in our eyes. We're the kings, we're the queens, and if this is just a dream, don't wanna wake up. Let this feeling break up. We're running free, running wild, never running out of style. Got the fight, got the stuff, got the never giving up, not gonna shake.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Packers going up against the Ravens. With that, let's hand things over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 14 matchup.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight we start Week 14 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Baltimore Ravens. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. On the return, it's Niall Davis. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The one running back is Gurley. The tight end changing his position. He'll get the football here. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's second down. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
So 2nd and 10 here. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. And it's possible that today the most important group could be the linebackers.
Yeah, the second level, as we like to call them, right? Defensive front has to control things, but the linebackers, they do more than clean up. They help create big plays.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man, Baldwin. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And able to find John Brown. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Time running out here on the play clock. On first down, it's Gurley. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone that's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Third down, still 14 yards left. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Out of the gun now on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And now it's fourth down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Taken in at the 22. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they'll run it here. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't. Touchdown, Packers! Todd Gurley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Back to throw now. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Olivier Vernon in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Here we go now. Green.
They go play action here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Here we go now. Green.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Deep drop. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter play. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Here we go now. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
And a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, And an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the two defensive tackles in a four-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
Davis looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They're going to look to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort, but on fourth down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort, picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
They run. It's Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come out here in the eye. And the tight end goes in motion left. On the toss, it's Gurley. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Remain here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. And Suckup will put this one right through. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
They'll come out throwing here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 14 there, and that'll be good for Baltimore first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll set up a throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Patriot! Here we go now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Again, they run with Gurley. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
NFL teams last year, a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And taken right on the 30. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And likely just out of field goal range. Could be Hail Mary time.
And haven't we seen in recent years that the Hail Mary seems to be more successful in the NFL than before?
Absolutely we have. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to try and go deep again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity. You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now let's go.
They'll run with Davis. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. On a delay of game there, they could not get the play off in time.
Frustrating for the head coach. Frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And we'll see what he can do on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them.
And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The one running back is Gurley. The center receiver in motion to the right. And he'll get it up the middle. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me their fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
And he'll take it on this side of midfield. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and just like that, it's third down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. And Murray now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And the big tight end shifting around. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
The one running back is Gurley. They'll look to throw here. And Brate has it over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A very solid gain of 27.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Gurley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The one running back is Gurley. They're going to look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Gurley. Room here to run. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Todd Gurley with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. All right, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 19. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now Now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they dropped it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. He'll look to throw. And the catch made here by Sharon Peak. A good pickup there at 22. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
On play action, they'll throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The former Clemson Tiger, Sharon Peak, was the target, and it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these 2 teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Packers, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's just their third loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, good night, everybody.
We're awake, we're alive, got the fire in our eyes. We're the kings, we're the queens, and if this is just a dream, don't wanna wake up. Let this feeling break up. We're running free, running wild, never running out of style. Got the fight, got the stuff, got the never giving up, not gonna shake us. Nothing's gonna break